Hello? 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 Okay, there I go. Hello? Why was there no sound? What the hell? Hello? Hello? Okay, there I go. Why was there no freaking... That wasn't even my fault on the... Yo! Oh my God. Sony's tampering with my... Yo! Oh, snap. Yo, I swear it wasn't even on my end. It just wasn't working. What's going on? My channel is already being tampered with, guys. I told you they had their sights and their targets on me. I had an issue. I'm going to tell you some inside stuff right now. I had to issue a complaint because YouTube kept marking all of my videos as, not monetizable. And do I care about the monetization? No, but I know when they say that my video isn't safe for monetizing, that means my video is not being distributed to my subscribers. It's not being showing up on people's subscriber boxes. People are getting unsubscribed from the channel and they're not even hitting the unsubscribe channel. So I had to issue a complaint. Now I know complaining to the people that are doing it is bad. It's quite silly if you ask me, but I just want to let YouTube know that I know what you're doing. Can you guys hear me? Sony confirmed Returnal was a mega hit. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, everybody? Before I get ranting and raving. Yo, it's not just Returnal. I'm going to show you tonight another game that they said was a mega, was they're using false advertisement. False advertisement. We're going to get into that tonight. Tonight. Yes, we have a whole lot to talk about this week. A whole lot has happened in gaming. A whole lot has happened in gaming this week. It was especially extremely positive on the Xbox side. And I noticed on the PlayStation side, there was a little bit of half-truths that were being told. Not only that, I want to get into a discussion before we get into the Microsoft Flight Simulator and how I believe that this was the game that started Next Generation. Next Generation has officially started with Microsoft Flight Simulator. As you can see right now, it is currently sitting well at 92 freaking 2 on Metacritic. It is loved by everybody that's playing it right now. And the game has legs. The game came out on Tuesday and people are still flying around and enjoying the atmosphere and the environments and flying over Burger King and flying over their homes and flying over Disney World. People are still flying and doing their things. It has legs. It's surviving longer than a Sony exclusive, at least. For a game that's not a game, it's lasting longer than a so-called quote-unquote Ratchet and Clank game. PS5 is the greatest console of all time. I don't. It just came out. I think that's trolling. It just came out. It hasn't done anything yet to get that title. People don't even want to give Nintendo Switch its props as being the greatest. Not even me. And Nintendo Switch has done way more, I would say, since the Xbox 360. I'm not saying it did more than the Xbox 360. I'm just saying since the Xbox 360, I think the Nintendo Switch has done more for gaming. But anyway, before I get onto this, I want to talk about something with you guys because I feel like we do have a predominant male audience that is in the comment section. Now, I notice a lot of females are watching my channel. I go and look at the analytics and I see that a lot of women, I would say that there's actually more women watching my channel than men. And they're not really partaking in the comment section. Maybe they are, but I can't tell. But I want to talk to the fellas real quick because, hold on real quick, guys. We're not even a year into the PS5 in the series, and Sony has been exposed. At least 10 times already. At least 10, right? At least 10. It feels like every week is just bad week. And I want to talk about Sony posting up their $10 million consoles sold. That was so tasteless. It was so, even when they put it out, nobody was celebrating, nobody was bragging. Everybody kind of had a screw face. Everybody was like, okay, Sony. We're going to get into all that. Guys. But I want to talk about something that I want to share with my fellas. And I just want to give people some things to look out for. And I know you guys probably don't care, but I feel like you will start caring when it starts to affect you. I feel like this is a conversation when I do these little side pieces. I feel like these were conversations that will start to come up in the future when everybody starts to catch up to my frequency. Am I saying this because I'm better than you? Absolutely not. I'm just saying the Most High has chosen me at this current time to be the voice of the voiceless. Listen, Heru, what do you want to call him? Jesus, he didn't have many followers. He didn't. The Most High had, I'm going to go off on a side tangent. This is going to be a long podcast. I'm going to be ranting today. I'm even going to have a DBZ rant in this podcast. So for those of you like anime, stick around. When you do YouTube, you want to be the best. You want to do good content. You want to be the best at what you're doing, and I feel like I achieve all those things. I still feel like I can get better and better and better and better every week. I feel like on my part, I do get real lazy when it pertains to the technical aspects. I feel like I should be having more things on screen. There should be, when people are hitting the like button or hitting the subscribe button, some type of little magical creature jumps on screen and says, "Thank you, Joe, for subscribing." But I'm too lazy for all those things. You know what I'm saying? When somebody is subscribing, some type of animation pops up and a cartoon jumps on, and you know what I mean? So I'm very lazy when it pertains to those aspects, keeping the audience engaged when it pertains to little things like that. People like things like that, and I understand. Sitting here and ranting for 3 or 4 to 5 hours can be a little taxing, even though I'm the only guy that you guys can do that with, But sometimes you can get a little discouraged because you'll start looking at the views, you start looking at the thumbs up button, and people aren't hitting the thumbs up button. You start looking at the subscriber rate, and you start looking at these things and that things. And sometimes those things can and will discourage you. But I got a message from the Most High the other day, and it made me go, you're right. And it makes you, it was an important message from the Most High. And it didn't come from up top. It came from a voice that was just randomly just talking. And I said, oh, that was information from the Most High, because that was something that was sitting on my mind and it was bothering me. Yes, even Zobi 70, as perfect as I am, extremely good looking, the best of the best, no flaws, but that thing was little things like that were bothering me because I wasn't expecting to see instant success just because I'm the best, But I heard a word, and the word was, let's not focus on the numbers. That's for small-minded people. And YouTube understands that. YouTube understands if I shadow ban this channel and he starts to lose subscribers because of our algorithm, and if we start to take away his views due to the algorithm, we start doing this, he knows that the people are going to look and say, hey, look at this. Look at the numbers. Look at the subscribers. Look at this. This means this man is not credible. Yes, we go into that. I understand that. And does that mean anything to me? No, it's just, you when you do your best, you just want to see instant results, and that's just not going to happen. But the Most High said, let's not focus on the numbers. let's focus on the information. Are you giving out the best information to your abilities? Yes, no. If you feel like yes, good. Continue to keep doing it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Is the Zombie 7010 just going to be a weekly X-Tendo podcast where I just go off on Sony? Absolutely not. But it's summertime. Things are a little slow. And one of the best things that I like doing is kicking Sony while they're down. So that's what we're going to do right now. But best ability, we have a lot of content coming that will be able to appease the lower level thinkers to the high level thinkers. You know what I mean? And I believe that everybody is going to enjoy. Now, with that being said, Activision Blizzard, I guess I'm not too keen on the company. I don't really think I even know their games per se. I think they make Warcraft or something. I don't know. I don't really play their. Not that I have anything against their games. No, I think they make Diablo. From what I can understand, I apologize. I'm just not too hip to Blizzard in Activision. But currently, right now, they're going through a little bit of a trouble. There was a sexual. I don't even know if it was sexual harassment lawsuit or is even coming up on this company. I saw an article where they said they were running it kind of like a frat, like a college frat where they, in these colleges frats, you get, basically have a bunch of majority Caucasian males, and in these frats, they'll have things like hazing, they'll have like little rituals, they'll have things like that go on. And they're kind of in 2021, when everybody is complaining about men and how toxic men are and how toxic the workplace is, in 2021, they decide that we're going to come out and we're going to stand up against Blizzard. I believe there was some type of protest that was going on. Everybody on Twitter said, we support you in your protests. And, I love America. I really do. I'm not saying it's the best place in the world because I've never been anywhere else. But I love America for everything that it stands for, it stood for, and what I was able to achieve in America in just this little bit of time that I've been here. From what I hear in other countries, you do not have the privileges that we have here. From what I hear, this is what they say. So I appreciate those things greatly. But here in America, when it comes to Activision, and yes, from what I'm hearing, there was sexual misconduct that was happening on over there in Activision, and I hear that this was bad over there at Activision, and I hear that was bad over there at Activision, and really creating an extremely toxic environment for workers over there at Activision. And I get it, and I understand, and all of those things are bad, especially for the women. The women are coming out and they're saying that I just can't take it anymore. Now is the time in 2021 is to stand up against Blizzard Activision and call out these toxic white males. And cool, I stood by it and I stood for it. But here in America, one of the things that I really do enjoy about America compared to anywhere else is that you are innocent until proven guilty. I'm not even sure if this had went to court yet. I'm not even sure what's going on, but I don't see anybody really calling, as Americans, I see that we're kind of turning into more of a socialist country. I know I'm saying keywords that'll get this channel banned and blocked. But what I'm seeing things is where I'm going, people are already making judgment, and we didn't even go to trial yet. In my opinion, this is extremely concerning. I'm not going to jump on Activision or anybody unless we go through some type of judicial system and the court system says, hey, this is what it needs to be. I respect that to the fullest. For years, Caucasian people have been telling the African-American community that, hey, listen, the law is the law. They went to court, they had their trial, and listen, he's guilty. I'm sorry, we have to obey the laws. And I respect that to the utmost degree. The only time that I did not see that played out in America was against O.J. Simpson and Bill Cosby. Are you guys following me right now? Is my sound on? Is my sound on, guys? We had a technical issues before. Yo, 100 is in the building. I'm trying. Guys, please let me know you're following me. I don't want to be ranting and my microphone's not working because we had sound issues before the show started and it wasn't me. Please, somebody let me know. 100, what is up, brother? What's up? I can't wait for the show tonight too, bro. We good? Thank you. Now, I get it. Sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, toxic men, this and that and the third. I get it. Frat boy society. I get it. I'm not trying to say I don't understand. Those things are bad. I get it. But hold on. Everything's still a little cloudy. Everything's still a little confusing. I can't even come to this video right now and really give you the full details because I'm still confused on what the hell is really going on. Even if Activision was running their company like a frat boy society, that's how it's always been. I'm not saying it's right, but damn, y'all been working there for a long time, and y'all just now decide in 2021 to step up. Hey, listen now, if a person's been raped, you see, this is why you don't trust the victims. See, this is why the victim can't come out. I understand all of that. And I'm glad that you have the courage to stand up and fight back against the system now in 2021 when everybody else is fighting too as well. I get it. And to a degree, if everything comes out, all the smoke is cleared, all the dust is settled, and they say that Activision Blizzard is guilty for whatever it is, the crimes they committed on the workforce, then I stand with you in solidarity. But I just can't. I can't choose either side. I can't choose Activision or Blizzard, I can't really join the victims until everything is all cleared. But this is the thing that concerns me the most. We have Paris here. This is Paris Vicious 696. This is a guy that comes out every week. Every week he wants to complain about the gaming community and how toxic we are. And I think this guy might be pushing the 60. And he has a problem. I call him and this other girl, I call them the, what was I call? I made a little joke in my head of when I would call them. I was going to call them the victim squad. Him and this girl right here, and I think Greg Miller, and I might even have to put Phil Spencer on that list. Alana Pierce. I think, you ever seen the Suicide Squad? I call them the victim squad. They're kind of like a batch of people that just randomly popped up on the internet. I've been doing the internet for over 10 years and I've never seen them ever, but they were able to make a good rise. I'm not even sure what Paris does. I don't even see him playing video games, but every week he gets mad because the internet, where people are behind their accounts, anybody can say whatever they want through the protection of their Twitter And yet we need to security and we need to ban all of you guys because whatever that person said through some type of chat, I don't give a damn what anybody says through a Twitter chat about me. I don't care if they call me the N-word. I don't care if they call me this or that or whatever, because in my opinion, I still have not found anybody that was able to say anything that really affected me, because I don't think any of that affects me whatsoever. Whatever thing you think about me, I'm telling you, you do not know me, man. I am insane. I'm crazy. You might think, oh, I'm going to say this is Obi, and this is really going to get under the skin. I am telling you, it never works. I'm crazy. What you might say is what I actually agree, and I actually love it. Sylvie, you're an insane maniac. You're not to be trusted around children. Yeah. Yeah, do not leave your kids around me. Listen, that's a joke. To get back on point, we have the victim squad here. And I noticed Paris here is posting. This is Paris, and Paris is the same guy that I saw him sitting around some quote unquote liberal blacks. And he was on a roll, man. He was like, yeah, man, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and America, how racist it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny how everybody's bringing up racism in 2021 as well. I remember I used to talk about not necessarily racism, but I used to have these real heavy topics about race. And I remember I was having these conversations with African Americans, and a lot of these African Americans would tell me, come on, man, get over it, man. I was having like a simple conversation, and the African Americans and the people of color were telling me, man, get over it, man. Slavery was years ago, man. And I was like, man, I'm not even like I'm just talking about Malcolm X. That's all, you know? And now ever since our last president that was in office, all of a sudden it was like from the last president for 4 years, and all of a sudden nobody wants to talk about racism anymore, because racism has been solved ever since that spook coon that was on CNN, and he had his glasses on. And then the day that our last president has lost, and we got this new great outstanding president in Joe Biden, who was able to come in and get rid of racism. And that guy, he got on camera and he said, you know what? It feels good to be American right now, man. And he started crying. And I said, what in the hell? He was a big 6'5" bald black man crying on national television. You know, we have to worry about racism anymore. And you don't have to be a bigot. And he's a sexist. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. All of a sudden, racism was over. Even Kamala Harris came out and said that America's not racist. I apologize. That's not the topic of this video, but yes, I guess we use the race card whenever it is convenient for us. I remember Paris was on there with these liberal blacks, and he was sitting there talking about, oh my God, you know, Tulsa, Oklahoma, man, and reparations and all that. And then the liberal blacks were sitting there and nodding their head. Yeah. And then there was some girl with glasses on, and it's just got the little twisties and the dreadlocks. And I'm pretty sure he was an ambiguous black guy. He was sitting there. He didn't look very masculine to me. And he was sitting there nodding his head, yes. And he was saying all the right things. But I saw this and I thought this was extremely disturbing. Blizzard plus Bill Cosby. Jesus. Now, he didn't say anything. He didn't say this is terrible. He didn't say blah, blah, blah. He kind of just put this out there for you to kind of just basically make up your own mind on what this means. He didn't say this is unacceptable. This is when he's talking about us, he has paragraphs upon paragraphs of how terrible we are as gamers. Gamers are just so bad. Gamers are just so juvenile. Gamers are just this. Gamers are just that. You know what I mean? They're just cursing our names. He didn't say nothing here. He just said Blizzard plus Bill Cosby, Jesus. And this is the problem. This is where I feel like we're not American. Because I go, wait a minute now, there was no trial, there was no nothing, and we're automatically trying to make these people guilty. They're guilty before being proven innocent. And that's not the American way. And I don't like it. You can have whatever your thoughts you think it is about this, but listen, this is America, and we need to stand by American law. Let these people have their trial in court. Then we can make up our minds. But we're sitting around in this new liberal socialist society, and now everybody is just automatically guilty if they don't comply to whatever, how they think or feel at the current moment. This is disturbing. He didn't say nothing. I get it. But if you go down to the comment section, everybody's hold on. If you go down to the comment section, you're already seeing people go, oh my God, this is boof, oof, and this is bad, and this is terrible. And you got LeBron James going, oh my God, and damn, shaking my head. And you got Captain Kirk or Captain whatever, Captain Crunch, I don't know. He's in here, and he's got Kanye and what the F and holy crap, and this is terrible. And I go, wait a minute, Mr. Tosalhoma, Mr. America was racist, Mr. Everything is this, Mr. all that. But come on, man, Bill Cosby had his day in trial. Bill Cosby was illegally put in jail. And according to the court system, he was illegally put in jail. I don't care how you feel about Bill Cosby. They let him go. So we have to respect that as Americans. Do I think Bill Cosby is guilty of what he did against women and whatever? From I had a problem with Bill Cosby for a while because he did this speech about pound cake. I even did a video on it, but I deleted those videos a long time ago. But still, me being upset with Bill Cosby because of his remarks towards the African American community, still, that should not make me go, well, he's just automatically guilty. He needs to go to jail because of what he said about the African American community. Shoot, if they had a camera on me, the things you guys would hear, I don't necessarily go after the African American community. I have somewhat of a compassion for that community. But if you would hear the things I would say about these people of color and who they claim to be our allies, they'll lock me up. Yo, you listen, I could go off on this channel right now, but I won't, because I know there's a lot of people of color that watch my channel, and not all. It's just that there's a certain few of people of color that they tell us that are our ally, but they really hate our guts. But listen, it's neither here nor there. You guys aren't really here for all that and my craziness that's going on in my head. Before we jump out of the window and say how terrible Blizzard and Activision is, and they're terrible people because they have a picture of Bill freaking Cosby, I really don't see the problem in this freaking picture. Caucasian people were the ones that uplifted Bill Cosby. The majority of Caucasian people were watching the Cosby Show back in the early 80s, the late 80s and the 90s. The man was let go. The man is innocent. We have to respect that as Americans the same way that you guys told us the same way. No. Not a black man, not OJ, and not Bill. No, they were just some clever Negroes that got away. See, and if you're black getting behind this, you're a fool. You need to stay out of it. If you were down there leaving comments talking about how just tasteless and disgusting it is, you need to mind your business. Oh, and I know this is how they got black people. Oh, this is when black people really started to shed a tear when the victim squad, Alana Pierce, who I call Harley Quinn. Oh, when she came out, I know black people's heart, oh, black African American males, their hearts just went into a meltdown. Oh my God. Oh, I stand with you, Alana. Oh, I stand with you, Black Division. The protesters, oh my God. Oh, once a white woman gets to crying, man, these brothers, they lose it. Don't let a black woman start crying. Whoa, hey, get out! Whoa, man, you're getting tears on my Jordans, man. You know what I mean? Little white woman start crying, and then all the tears are come and spit and snot. It'll fall right on the Jordans. Y'all be like, "It's okay, just get it out, man. Get it out." I know. Yeah, Alana's coming out and she's just very tired, and she still has the 666. Let me go to my chat room. Let me see if they're hip. If they're not, then I'll move on. She's Harley Quinn. She's the Harley Quinn of the victim squad. I call them the victim squad. Listen, guys, we're going to get into it. We have a lot to talk about tonight, but I just want people to pay attention to what I see. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I just think I see something a little different. I always see things different when it's plastered to me. I just don't jump directly into a reaction, even if it's pro or con for me. Activision means nothing to me. Blizzard means nothing to me. I don't even know what games they make, to be honest with you. I think they make Diablo and Warcraft, and I think some other first-person shooter. I don't know. I really don't know. But I just don't want to jump out of the window and just start calling every man that they disagree with some type of sexist. I think that's scary. And fellas, if I were you, if you were working in the corporate workplace, fellas, please, fellas, stop it. And you know what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about all races of men, especially my black men. Stop it. Go to work and do your job. That's it. If you work at Activision, go to work and do your job. Stop trying to be the company buffoon. Stop going in there and flirting with the white women. Just doing too much, talking to women. You shouldn't. Don't go to work and be talking to women, period. Even if they come to your job, hey, Tyrone, what's going on, man? What are your thoughts? And, you just say, hey, I just want to get the job done. Don't even say I got the job done. Just say, man, that's yeah, whatever. But I'm really, I'm crammed on this back work. Oh my God, I got so much paperwork I got to get through right now. Just find some excuse to get up out the conversation. When I go to work, I don't talk. There was a girl at the job. She wanted to get with me bad. And listen, I'm not a man that wants to turn away an opportunity to meet the female of my life and my dreams that I could love and care for forever and have kids and get old. But I had to let her know. I said, hey, this is a job. And I'm sorry, because if things don't work out between me and you, anything can happen. Anything can be put on me. Protect yourselves, guys. Stop going to the job and being the freaking company coon. Y'all do way too much when I see y'all go to work. You're trying to build these relationships with women at the workplace, and right now it's just not the time to do it. especially if you're in a corporate environment. I go to work and I'm so quiet. I don't say nothing. And girls be saying, if we want to talk about uncomfortable workplace environment, the things that women can say and get away with, fellas, but don't fall for it. That's a trap. It sounds hot. Oh, you know, but it sounds hot. Don't fall for it. Get to work. Work at 8 hours. There are hundreds of women outside. Talk to them. Anyway. Oh, Alana Pierce. Oh, my little coon heart is.
So for anyone who missed it, there's a lawsuit against Activision Blizzard for culture there. I've had friends who've worked there and haven't heard anything about this, but
you have friends that work there and she hasn't heard anything about this. Red flag. That's a red flag number one for me.
The reality of it is it's jarring to me to see so many people on Twitter who are around the industry, who are like gaming fans who don't work in the industry, go, oh my God, this is horrific. When my reaction is, oh, so it's normal.
What? Hold on. I hope she's not trying to blame Twitter for saying that it's horrific. I hope she's saying, well, we're saying that it's horrific. And I hope she's saying that, well, it's normal. Okay. Except for saying this is horrific and then going, so you think it's normal? No. I didn't say that. I don't know. I'm taking it word. With the way she laid it out, it didn't sound right.
When my reaction is, oh, so it's normal.
What? Come on, Harley Quinn.
I mean, not Santa Monica Studio, where I currently work. I feel like I'm treated incredibly well.
Now, she said not at her current studio. She said this is normal. She said this is normal. She said this is normal. I'll repeat it. You listen, they're playing a mighty fine thin line here. Listen, fellas, go to work, do your job. Trust me, the Most High has got this, because in the long run, all this is going to do is fatten them up for the slaughter. That's all it is. Stay out of it. Because in the long run, I am telling you, all it is going to get them in trouble. I hope you are ready. I hope they are ready to play this dirty game. I know things look grim, but I am telling you, the Most High has told me, let them get it out, because trust me, it's going to backfire. They are going to get eaten alive.
Oh, so it's normal. I mean, not Santa Monica Studio, where I currently work. I feel like I'm treated incredibly well.
Not at her current studio, but does anybody know where she currently works? Let me go to the chat room. Does anybody know where she works? Now, she said it was normal, but not where she currently works. Oh, no, it's great over there, man. Where I'm currently working is great. Writer, thank you. I'm shocked that anyone knows who she is. Exactly. I don't know where she came from. I just know she popped up. She was making a couple of complaints. God of War got delayed, and then they came up with some elaborate ruse that this random Twitter fanboy was attacking her because God of War and she never named the name. She never showed the name. She just showed a typing of a few words, and then everybody started to jump into her defense. And I get it, and I understand, but I have to, a person that has sight beyond sight. I know a game that's being played on us. We're all part of it. Santa Monica, makers of God of War. Yes. Now, keep that in mind, right? Look at this. See, I got so much I want to say, right? Because, you know, at the real bottom line of this, why Activision? Why Blizzard? Why now? You know, my that's like my main point of the discussion. Why Activision? Why Blizzard? Why now? Why? Is it because this has been going on forever? This is going on all the time. This goes on at every company that she claims she works at, excluding Sony. What did Activision do? What did Activision Blizzard say? What really happened? Right now, I see that gaming is going in a certain direction, and they need everybody to be on board. And I feel like if you're not going to be on board, then we're going to have to call you out. If you're not going to be on board, we're going to have to expose you. And I believe that's what's going on in this ritual when it pertains to Activision and Blizzard. This is what I believe. Are all those bad things happening at Blizzard and Activision? Yes, but this girl said that it happens everywhere. Listen, they're telling on themselves. Excluding Sony. And we all know that's bullcrap. We can just look how Sony treated Japan studios. We can look and see how Sony treats indie developers. We can look at how Sony was treating the people that were working on The Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2. Spoilers leaked by a disgruntled employee. Major spoilers of Naughty Dog Last of Us 2 have reported to be leaked online. Now, yes, Sony did their own investigation, and they came out and said that the leaks did not come from within. It came from some random hacker in his basement that's on Twitter all day making offensive, sexist remarks. Now, that last part is not true, but with my dealings when it pertains to information being leaked, if you look at every single one of these situations, it always comes from within, always. I remember I had this discussion on my Discord because I wanted people to start thinking. And I always be like, how come they never show people coming out in handcuffs, these hackers? They always talk about hackers and hackers and hackers and hackers and hackers and hackers. How come we ain't never seen like a hacker on the news? Okay, this guy, and he got some type of prison photo. What do you call that? The little photos they take before they go in and they look all sad and crazy. How come I never see on the news, this guy was the guy that hacked Activision Blizzard servers? And because it always came from within. I remember when the Pokemon spoilers for Pokemon Sword and Shield came out. All of a sudden, they started to look where these leaks started coming out from, and it came from when they were sending their copies of their instruction manuals and their guidebooks and their games to some type of overseas place, and then they were able to find out that it came from these people that they gave early copies to so they can do reviews on the game. So it comes from within. Always, always, always come from within. Who was this elaborate hacker from outside, Sony? There were already reports coming out of Naughty Dog on how terrible the work environment was. They were saying if you didn't even agree with the narratives that were being displayed in this game, you got fired for it. But no, Sony's great. Everywhere else is terrible. It's normal, but not at Sony. Sony's abnormal. Sony Santa Monica is abnormal. They're great. Why Activision? Why Blizzard? Why now? Are they not down with the program? If you watch E3, if you look at E3, mostly every game you saw from E3, and not even like this year, from past years, it had to involve some type of brave female, and that's cool, and I get it. I've been playing some of my favorite video games characters of all time are female characters, from Jill Valentine to Claire Redfield in Resident Evil. I love Jill Valentine. She's my all-time favorite, and I was very happy when they put her in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 20 plus years ago on the Dreamcast. Claire Redfield, I fell in love with that character because of Resident Evil Code Veronica on the Dreamcast. What other female? I like tons and tons of female characters. But now the emphasis and the focus is on going in the Last of Us 2 route. Just last week, Square Enix came out and said that Sony was the first company to really show diversity. Even though Square Enix was showing diversity in their games going back years. In Final Fantasy VII, they had a black character in Barrett. I've never seen that before in a video game. But everybody has to sit around and they have to praise Sony for how great and how grand and all this. And I'm seeing things, and I don't want to get too into spoilers, but the spoilers are being leaked by Sony fanboys online for the new Halo Infinite. A lot of people are playing the new Halo Infinite and having a blast at doing it, but spoilers are coming across my timeline, and even it was spoiled by an Xbox guy at first, and I was just like, come on, man, why would you? So I'm not going to do that here, but it looks like I'll talk about it later when the game comes out so everybody can be up to date on spoilers, because I don't want to do that here. But I'll just say it's disturbing. It's disturbing. And I'm not just mad at the Sony fanboys, and I'm not mad at the Xbox fanboys. This is coming. I'm more upset at what's going on at Microsoft. Looks like they're getting down with the sickness as well. It's not enough. I can't go into spoilers. I can't. And please, chat room, don't spoil. Whatever, spoil on, because I'm going to shut the chat room off anyway. Laura Croft, yes. Yo. Yeah. But hold on, let's get back to Harley Quinn real quick with Miss 666. I'm 777, so I can see what's really going on. Here it is. Let's get back to the young lady.
Well, I have had zero of those experiences, but
yeah, sure.
Even when I
it's
worked
normal.
in tech
before
the stories that I fucking have, just the shit that they did to me, like I was repeatedly like grabbed or groped at work functions, and I would complain like to their faces. I'd be like, "Don't fucking touch me," and then
I don't want to sound like I'm not sensitive to what she's going through or what she has gone through. And I'm glad she finally has the courage now to speak about her truth. But I'm telling you, fellas, please stop going to work. Stop it. I'm not saying that you guys do that. I'm not saying you guys go up to girls and grabbing them and groping them and all that. I'm just saying, still stop. Do your work and go home. Stop. You know who I'm talking to. You guys know who I'm talking to. Man up. It's time to man up. All that goofy, silly stuff has to stop. I get it. You know, we can be goofy, silly here. But when you go to work, don't do that. That's not yours. That's not your job. And right now we are it's not your company. It is your job. But right now the environment is so freaking toxic, man, that you don't want to give anybody anything to label you or to get you fired or to get you in all types of trouble. If I was you, I would man up. Grab your fucking nuts and man up. Excuse me for cursing. Go to that job and man up. Do your job. Stop acting like a freaking boy. And be a man. Giggling, sitting around giggling with the females. What the, I get mad when I see dudes laughing with females. I know why they doing it, but I ain't never met no female that was that funny. I ain't never had a conversation with a female that I thought was that deep. I know I'm coming off sexist right now, but I'm keeping it real with my fellas. When was the last time you got off the phone with a female and you was like, damn, she really dropped some knowledge on me? Damn, she hit it on the head. Word, for real. No, I've never. I'm on the phone. I don't even like being on the phone. For years, I've been telling you guys I'm not a phone guy. I'm not a texting guy because I consider it to be a complete waste of my freaking time. But I will be on the phone with a female if I care for her. I care about you, and this is important for you. So yes, I will spend this time to have this conversation with you. But, with all due respect, I've never really had a conversation with a girl on the phone, at the workplace, at anywhere that I just thought was hella deep. Now, guys are grabbing on her, groping on her, all that's nasty, disgusting. I get it. But I just want to ask a question. How did it get that far? I'm a man. I know men, especially the men of today. And listen, if we were living back in the 50s and the 60s and the 40s, okay, I would have said that was just a random boob grab. That was a random butt grab. And I'm not trying to blame the victim here. I just want to ask a question. If you can't answer that question, then my antennas go up. Now, I didn't finish the video yet, and I'm not sure if she's going to explain. But fellas, I've been working at the workplace for a long time now. I've been working with women, and I've been seeing these guys talking to these girls, not doing their jobs, both of them, male or female. They're sitting there talking. Talking leads to getting comfortable and getting closer with her. And sometimes when you are talking with a female, you kind of know the girl not to play that game with. And then you kind of know the girl at the job where you go, now, have I been that person? No, absolutely not. But girls have displayed to me at the job some of the most craziest things. And even I still would not display any type of, that's corny to me. That's childish. That's juvenile. I would never just walk up and start grabbing on people's asses. That's weird. But I have seen other people do it. I had females come up to me and tell me, oh my God, Joe just grabbed my boom, bam, and a boom. And I would sit back in my mind, I would say, well, I saw how y'all reacted at the job. You know what I mean? Y'all were like some type of workplace couple. And I'm sorry, in this realm that we are living in, men and females cannot be friends. I'm sorry. It's bullcrap. We can't. It's not going to work. And not unless the girl is not attractive. That's the only way. She's semi-attractive. I get it. What is she from? Another country? She must be some type of What is she? From Australia. She's got the bleach blonde thing going on. She's got the accents. She's probably if she's from Australia, she's probably got some type of Aborigine in her blood, even though she's trying to come off as Caucasian woman. I could tell by the wide nose that she has. Anyway, I've seen it. I've seen inappropriateness at the work, but I would never say that it was just random. I could never say, now, have I worked every job? Have I seen every situation? No. But how did it get to that situation where a man felt comfortable enough to grab up on you? If a female was dating me, she came home and she said, now this is going to be bad, but it's the truth. For me, a female came home and said, Lorenzo, or Zobi, excuse me, a guy at my job grabbed up on me, grabbed me in my inappropriate places. You know what I would say? What would you guys say? Let me go to the chat room. Let me get you guys involved. She's Australian? Yeah, I can tell she has some type of Aborigine in her. Any woman can have synergy at work. If anything, it reduces profits and productivity. Good job, AA. Good job. Guys, what was my question again? Oh, what if your girl came home and said, Joe grabbed up on me at the job, grabbed my backside, grabbed my chest? You would say, who cares? Bye, son. You would say, bye, son. She pressured him to do it. Wow. I would say, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do to make this man feel comfortable to grab up on you? That's the first question I would ask. And I know that sounds like I'm blaming the victim, and I know that sounds like it's insensitive. But I would have to get a full scope of the situation before I go out there and risk my life to protect your honor when the whole time you were getting a little bit too close with Joe. And Joe felt comfortable enough to grab up on you. The same thing I would tell you guys, the same thing I would tell the female that I'm dating. Go to work and do your job. That's what they hired you for. Joe should not feel comfortable to be coming up to you like that. I know, I'm blaming the victim. I'm wrong. I'm terrible. That's a woman. Your mother's a woman. What if it was your sister? What if it was my sister, Tatiana, who I love more than anything in the world? I cry. I can make some of the most minor mistakes with Tatiana, and I would cry and go, damn, I let her down. I could have had 2 ice cream cones, and 1 ice cream cone was for her, and then I dropped hers. Bah! And I would just the thought of her not being able to get a taste of this tasty ice cream would make me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain situations that I just cannot get involved with. And not only that, my sister, even if she was going through something, she knows she can't call me. And that makes me feel bad. Because if she does, she knows it's going to be hell, fire, and brimstone. It's going to be Hell, do not call Lorenzo. Lorenzo will drive 5 or 6 miles all the way down to where she is. Not only me, it'll be an army with me. And we're going to be coming down to the job and we're going to be doing some work. But my sister would not put me in that situation. If I can tell her my sister a little bit, it was a situation in college. And I could tell it was a situation, but she didn't tell me. Only thing she said was, Lorenzo, can you come pick me up? Yeah, I want to hang out with you. It was just a random call. And I was like, cool, I'm there. I'm coming right now, Ty. I come down there, boom. I take her to get some food. I show her, you know what I'm saying? Laugh with her, joke around with her, do fun things with her. And as it all over, I took her back to her dorm room. I showed her another side. Now, when she's at that college, she's got to deal with the college life and the chaos and the disorder. But I was able to take her away from all that and have some fun. And when I send her back, she was crying profusely. Crying. And she was getting tears on my Jordans. But I didn't care because that was my sister. You know what I'm saying? I apologize, guys. But I have to say this. Because I know when you watch the other podcasts, everybody's going to say across the board, this is terrible, this is terrible, this is terrible, this is terrible, this is terrible. And it is terrible, but I just want to give guys the American perspective, objective way of thinking before we start to really just jump on Activision and Blizzard because a bunch of women said this and that and the third. She cried and she cried and she cried and she cried. She didn't tell me nothing. And she knew not to tell me what was going on. And I didn't ask. I just let her cry. And I said, Tati, you'll be out of school very shortly. I think she was about to get ready to start graduating. It's going to be all whatever the hell this was is going to be over. And soon you can get back to the normal life, quote unquote normal life. She cried. But I knew something was wrong, but I didn't ask. I didn't delve in because I know if she was to tell me, and she knows too, there would have been a problem. So I don't think so if it was my sister, I don't think she would put me in that situation where I need to come down there and kick somebody's butt. Sometimes you have to know the person. Sometimes you got to know the girl you're dating. Now, you're never going to know the girl you're dating. Well, I would say it would take it's going to take years to get to know a girl you're dating. Years. You need to go through the ups and you need to go through the downs to really know who this female is. Stop thinking that you got with this girl in the first couple months she was able to put out and you guys were able to watch Netflix series together. You guys would be up and all night on the telephone. You're texting back and forth. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? No, you really don't know a female until you've really gone through years upon years upon years. So if I knew my girlfriend and I knew she was solid, she came to me and said, hey, there's a problem at the job, then maybe there will be, I'm not saying I will come up there and start fighting, but maybe I can have some type of discussion with Joe and say, hey, Joe, my girl didn't appreciate that you grabbed her on the behind. You know, what happened, Joe? How did we get to this situation? Was it something that she did? Was it something that you did? And if Joe was able to explain, hey, blah, 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 this happened, maybe we can talk it out. But I've seen guys jump up in their cars, drove down to the job, and I saw them get their butts kicked. I saw them go to jail. And in my opinion, it is not worth it to go through it with some modern day female. I am sorry. It's not. It's not. Not unless of years and years of getting to know this person and struggle. Then I can actually defend her honor. And this is something that I explain to the girls that I'm dating. Hey, man, don't come to me if something happens at the job. Don't come to me if it's 12 o'clock at night and something happens at after 12 o'clock, my door is closed at 10:45. If you're outside and you come in here talking about there was something, what the hell were you doing outside of 12, 10, 11? There ain't nothing out there. Ain't nothing to do out there past 10, 12. All the stores close at 11 o'clock. All of them. What the hell are you doing outside? My door is locked. You can't even come in after 10:45. So you can't even come in here to even tell me something happened out there while you out there doing what you were doing. I'm sorry. I'm going on a little crazy rant right now. I apologize. Let's get back to the to young female. And I notice people are grabbing up on her and they're filling up on her. And I did my research on her and I saw some alarming videos where the thumbnails were looking a little crazy. She had her chest out and people posting some seductive pictures of her. And not only that, I saw this, the Jeff Bezos rocket went off and she said, damn, is he single? I mean, these little things can make a man feel comfortable to do certain things like that. Am I saying that is right? No. But when I'm starting to look at things as a three-dimensional thinker, I start to go, wait a minute now. She's looking at some type of rocket ship going outer space. The Caucasians are getting up out of here. They're taking rocket ships and they're leaving. And we're down here fighting about Activision and Blizzard. And she's looking at the rocket ship like it's like she wants to date it. For whatever reason, I don't know why. She's looking for a boyfriend in an inanimate object. I don't know, guys. Before you jump out of the window for these women, let's be a little smarter. I'm already finding faults in what she's saying, and it's 55 seconds in.
And then they would be like, oh, of course, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. And then they would do it again because me reacting to it negatively was what made it funny to them. So me going, don't fucking touch me. Leave me alone. Stop touching me is what made them go, oh, do it again. And so they would just keep doing it. People would try to kiss me, often just would kiss me without my consent. Somebody like tried to put a shot into my mouth through their mouth. And I was like, I don't want any of this shit. So I went to HR and was like, this place is fucked up. The shit that's happening to me here is super fucked up.
Just cursing too much for me.
HR sent out this email, and they were like, Alana is uncomfortable at work events. So they just blatantly sent out an email and basically blamed me for my own repeated harassment. After that happened, instead of quitting, I just stopped showing up to work. I literally just abandoned that company and never went back. Basically, my point there is just, you know, I've had negative experiences in tech and at games companies. I feel like I've largely been okay at the places that I've worked, but I've had negative experiences both at IGN and at Rooster Teeth. Either things that happened to me or to other people that I supported them through, to the extent that this Activision Blizzard shit, that like watching my Twitter timeline of people who don't know be like, oh my God, this is horrific, to me is like, this is just this fucking industry. It definitely is a very big bummer. Just whenever one of these stories comes out.
Just not Sony.
It always hits, I feel like every woman I know who works in the games industry sort of hard, because you're like, of course that's what happened. Of course somebody took their own life. Fucking sucks. Like, of course there needs to be actionable change, and this lawsuit, I feel like, shines a light on this thing. But am I shocked or even surprised? Not even a little bit. I think like this culture of a lot of dudes who were nerds and then got a really cool job and then now think they're hot shit and deserve any of the women in their spaces. Like the company I was talking about, there was a running bet for who could sleep with me first. I didn't sleep with any of them, but there was a running like leaderboard within that office for which of the male employees would get to have sex with me. Like, that's the culture of these places on a global scale. They were like, well, we can. We just have to get Alana drunk enough, or like coerce her in the right way, or just like push it hard enough, and we'll see who can do it first. Let's like put bets on it. Like, it was fucked. Like, yeah, I don't know. And HR at any of these companies is generally not very helpful because they try to protect the company. At one company, I didn't want to give details of something that happened. I didn't feel comfortable doing so. Because even though something bad had happened, I
apologize. I'm going to have to end it right there. None of this, none of what she has to say involves Activision or Blizzard. It's all about what she had to experience in the workplace. And am I saying it's a lie? And am I saying that she's wrong? Am I saying she's a terrible person? No. But I always know that there are two sides to every story, even with women. Even with women. Yes, I've seen girls and I've had girls come to me and tell me these type of things, but trust me, I saw the other side too. I saw the other side too. And there were two people that I felt like two people were in the wrong. I don't know why men felt comfortable enough to do these type of things. I don't know why. And I don't think it was because they were nerds and then they got an alleged cool job at Activision and Blizzard or the IGN staff and then made them go, you know what? Now I'm the man. Now I'm just going to walk up to these girls and just grab up on them. I'm glad the lawsuit is out, and I would like to see how this situation unfolds. But right now, I feel like this is more the true deeper meaning of this is I feel like Activision and Blizzard is not complying. That was one of the main reasons why Sony had to get rid of the Japanese studios, because Japan doesn't have the same, there's this whole, they don't have the same agenda that America is trying to push right now. So in order for Sony not to look like they're sexists by having over-sexualized characters, especially if the character's created female, they can say, well, we can get rid of the Sony Japan studios. We can censor the Japanese games. Because right now there's a real agenda going on. And they got Miss 666, Atlanta Pierce. I call him the victim squad. This guy's Deadshot right here. A man that's almost 60 years old sitting on the internet crying about how terrible gamers are. Anyway, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Because if I keep talking, then it's going to look like I don't care about what women have to go through in the workforce, and how dare you blame the victims. And I get it, but this is America, and Activision and Blizzard will have their day in court. And I would love to see how the final results work out. If they are guilty, then best and believe I will follow what the laws and the judicial system has to say. If they are innocent, I won't even get on camera and say, I told you so, or, brag about it. I understand that there was some pain there. From what I'm hearing, I'm guessing somebody must have harmed themselves working there. But anyway, let's have a little bit of fun before we get up out of here. Like I said, I don't want to do podcasts for 3 or 4 hours because, like I said, we have video games. Like I said, Monster Hunter Stories 2 is still being played right now. Like I said, these games have legs, unlike Sony exclusives. Speaking of Sony exclusives, and Mr. Victim Squad here. If Horizon Forbidden West gets delayed to 2022, to be honest, that is okay. It's very an ambitious title, and with the pandemic, it can't be easy to get polished and out the door. Nothing should be surprising with game delays in 2021. And as always, embrace your backlog in indie titles. I do have a problem with me personally. I have a problem with Horizon Forbidden West getting delayed to 2022, 2023. I have a major problem with it. That and God of War. Because Sony and the gaming media and the Sony fanboys told me that this is the reason why I need to buy a PlayStation 5. This is why the PlayStation 5 is better than the Xbox Series X. It's because for the year 2021, we're going to be eating good. We're going to be playing some of the best games known to man. We're going to be playing Horizon. Then we're going to be jumping to God of War. Then we're going to be jumping to Gran Turismo. Then we're going to be jumping to Ratchet and Clank. And then be jumping to Returnal. But at the end of the day, I believe, and I know that Sony already knew that Horizon Forbidden West and God of War were going to be delayed. Why? Because I know the Sony template. And their thing is showing off games 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 6, sometimes even 10 years before the game came out. This game was announced a couple of months ago, and we didn't see nothing until the week before E3. I was like, there's no way this game is coming out. But God of War, they showed us this little icon when they were showing off the PlayStation 5, and they said the PlayStation God of War was coming out 2021. That's what they said. It's not about polish. They've been throwing around that we need to delay for quality and polish bullcrap for years, and we still get the same glitchy, buggy, crappy mess. They had no intentions of releasing this game this year. Absolutely no intentions whatsoever. It was just a way to get people to buy that stupid console, run out and spend their hard-earned dollars, tricking the consumers. It's been a scam. That's all the PlayStation 5 is. A huge scam with no games. The only games that we got to play at launch. This is the worst PlayStation launch ever. Bug Snatch, Destruction Derby All-Stars, Returnal, Ratchet and Clank. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some other garbage. And I remember the gaming media. Oh my God, yes. The true next-gen experience will be on the PlayStation 5 because of this game and that game and this game. And now we played all these games and we're kind of like, oh. Man, y'all was sold on the dream, weren't y'all? Y'all believed them, but you didn't believe me, huh? Y'all believed them, but you didn't believe me, huh? Look at that. Look at you now. Sitting there with a dust station, sitting there with a big, towering piece of crap. And all you can do is play your backlog, huh? The same thing that was shamed, old games. All you can do is pay your backlog now. Look at that. Look how the tides have turned, huh? Look at you now. Ain't got nothing to play on that piece of garbage. Nothing. It's just sitting there now. Nothing more than just a dust collector. Not even being used. You're not even playing your backlog because those PlayStation exclusives don't have legs. Look at you. You swore you were smarter than me. All of y'all swore y'all was smarter than me. That's what real gamers do, is run out and buy a console that hasn't even proven itself yet. only for the name. That's what real gamers do. PlayStation, you have to prove yourself. I won't make that same mistake again. I've made plenty of mistakes with you ever since the PlayStation 3, but I will not make that mistake again. What we got to talk about? Congratulatories are in order to Microsoft, the Xbox, Phil Spencer. Microsoft Flight Simulator, a game that I was always behind. Ever since the first time I saw it, I thought this was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I was really, really, really getting behind Microsoft Flight Simulator. For those of you who've been watching this channel, you would know that I was making a joke every week about how I was going to be playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. The reviews came out, and it's currently the highest rated next generation game, sitting at a 92 Metacritic score. And that's the reason for my video. Did next generation start with the Xbox Series X and S? And S. Why do I say S? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. This is a young lady who's got Flight Simulator, and she's playing the game on the S. And look how beautiful that looks. Look. Wow. See, this is
so cool.
that is cool.
This is on the S, yes.
Yes. There's music, so I don't want to. She said, this is on the S. Somebody in the comment section said, wait, is this on the S? Now, Zuby, you said you weren't a graphics guy, man. You said you weren't a graphics guy, so you're sitting there marveling over the graphics? Yes. I'm not a graphics guy. I'm an artistic guy. And I can appreciate art. But when I'm playing a game like The Last of Us 2, I don't see the art in this game by playing with photorealistic characters. Especially when I'm playing some type of adventure game and things of that such. It just does nothing for me. Playing Call of Duty, whatever. Anything that has the photorealistic graphics really doesn't do anything for me. But there is an exception. I can marvel over a game that's giving me a simulation, and going, oh my God, that looks like the real world. People are doing comparisons where they're taking the Microsoft simulator and they're taking the real world. And people are going, guess which one is the game and guess which one is the real world. And I can't even tell. I got to like sit there and really look at it and then find like a jagged glitch somewhere, a jagged area, and I go, okay, that's the game. That's the game right there. And then I'm wrong. And then that's the thing right there. I'm wrong. That was the real world. Like, oh, damn. It was a glitch in the real world matrix. That's why it was fuzzy like that. In this simulation that we're currently living in. So yes, I can marvel over, wow, that looks freaking amazing. Look at the beautiful sunset. You're flying over the city and you know what I'm saying? I think Microsoft Flight Simulator is a game. For before the game came out, a lot of the Sony fanboys were very insecure and desperate, and they were trying to call Microsoft Flight Simulator not a game. I think it's the ultimate game. There's one thing I do not like, and it's planes. I don't like being up in the planes. I just hate that. I hate being up in it, flying. I hate it. But the simulation on the realisticness of being able to fly an actual plane, I think is so freaking cool. Got to make sure that everything's even. You got to make sure the wheels are good. You got to make sure the mirrors and the engine and everything, engine check, bop, bop, bop. You got to, and then you got to make sure everything is smooth, even on your takeoff. You can make sure your takeoff is right, because any type of mistake, boom, your plane's going to come crashing down. And just the feeling of taking that plane and flying an actual plane, and having that type of power to move something like that through the skies, I think it's freaking cool. And to be playing the game and you actually feel like it's a real world adds extra to the game. Even the art of landing the plane is exciting for me. This is definitely a game that when I get my Xbox Series X that I cannot wait to play on Game Pass for free for only $9.99 a month. Amazing. Simply amazing. In my opinion, the true next-gen experience has started on the Xbox Series X and S, not on the PlayStation, because the PlayStation, it's not even offering you what the PlayStation 4 could do. It's not even offering you what the PlayStation 3 can do. Those games that came out for PlayStation already could have launched on the PlayStation 4, and nobody would have felt nothing the same way they felt when it pertains to the PlayStation 5. Felt nothing. Just came and went. But Microsoft Flight Simulators really got people excited. It's got the game reviewers excited. It's got gamers excited. People, they even caught a couple of Sony fanboys playing it. But at the end of the day, I'm a gamer. I think next gen has finally officially started when it pertains to the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation. Now we have a game that we can really truly play and be excited for, except for being told by the gaming media, oh my god, you gotta circle jerk. This is the thing that bothers me the most when it pertains to Sony exclusives, especially when it's the Game Over Greggy podcast or IGN. You got people that are sitting in a room and there's about 5 or 6 people, and the 5 or 6 people are all saying this is the greatest thing ever. Now that disturbs me. You mean to tell me there's not one person to go, go watch the Game Over Greggy podcast, and they were reviewing Ratchet and Clank. It was cringy on how they were all just sitting there and just going, I played it twice, and what? I know guys that bought the game and couldn't play it once. Everybody is just not going to sit around. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it for any game. Yes, there are certain games that come out and they can make an impact, and people can go, yeah, this is it, but not Ratchet and Clank. I'm kind of going off a script right now because Microsoft Flight Simulator is quite simply one of the best next-gen experiences to date. It's not one of, it's the best next-gen experience. The next-gen experience. It has everything that next-gen audience is looking for. Graphics, authentic gameplay. The next-gen experience. Not Returnal and Ratchet and Clank. Some of the stuff I'm going to have to can because I don't want to have you guys here too long. Yeah, and not only that, the scary thing is like, it's time. And when I mean scary, I don't mean like I'm not scared. But for the naysayers, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bad. What do you call that? The winter. What is that thing in Game of Thrones? Winter is coming. Xbox is winter. It's coming. What's that Game of Thrones? That stuff that you liberals like to bring up. What is that called, chat room? Winter is coming. What is it called? Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a graphics guy. But there's certain things where I can get behind, and I can, Flight Simulator. Okay, that looks good. A basketball game, realistic looking basketball playing characters, a football game, I can get behind that. Even a racing game. Wow, this looks. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, you can see just the minor details of sun rays coming between the leaves. You see the fog in the distance, the dirt and the rubble on the ground. Next gen is started on the Xbox. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Next gen has started on the Xbox, not on the PlayStation. Ratchet and Clank ain't it. Returnal, definitely not it. You want me to show you why? Ratchet and Clank and Returnal ain't it? Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Boom. Nah, hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Are we there yet? Yeah, here we are. Here we go. Here. Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley's going to give you he's going to make it sound like it's a good thing. It's a terrible thing. PlayStation software sales announced today. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, 6.5 million. MLB The Show, 21, 2 million. And here we go. Ratchet and Clank ripped apart, PS5 only. I don't know why. Oh, that's how he's making it seem like it's such a great achievement, because it's only on the PS5. Ratchet and Clank only did 1.1 million units. And according to Sony, it's official. PS5 sold 10 million consoles. Thank you. I thought that was tasteless. Right here. I thought this was extremely tasteless. Because who are they thinking? They can't thank the fans because the fans don't have it. The bots are buying these things. The scalpers are buying these things. Even, how do you know the scalpers and the bots are buying it? Even IGN are saying, congrats to those 10 people. Thank you to those people. 10 people who own the console. But still, Ratchet and Clank and Returnal, major flops. They were talking about this Ratchet and Clank outsold all Ratchet and Clanks of all time. They were saying Returnal was a mega hit. And even still, even 10 million units sold. However, I think it was 25% of the people of PlayStations that were not being used, 25%. But still, out of that 25%, your sales got to be higher than that. Returnal, PS5, only 5,600K. These are the two games that were, promoted heavy by Sony, promoted heavy by the gaming media, and people are just not buying the games. They're just not buying it. They're just not buying what Sony is selling. Next gen hasn't started on the PlayStation. It started on the Xbox. It is. I thought that was very tasteless and disgusting. That Sony will come out there and sit there and parade and, oh my God, thank you. We're the fastest selling. Yeah. Approximately 25% of all PlayStation 5 consoles circulating have never been used. I don't know if it's the bots or if it's just people just go, this is garbage. Shout outs to Microsoft, though. We estimate that the Xbox Series X as total sales in was 6.5 million as of June 30th, 2021, compared to our estimates of 5.7 for the Xbox One and 5.0 million for the Xbox 360 in the same time frame. Supplies for the Series X and S improved in the past quarter, with hardware revenue up 20%. Microsoft is doing very well. Very, very well. Very good. And this is a console that didn't have games. This is a console that Game Pass was terrible. This is a console where having backlog was terrible. And they're right there with Sony. 6.5 mil as of June 30th. Very good. And I feel like things are going to get a lot better. We got Flight Simulator, so I know that's going to help improve sales. Also, another thing. Let me go back to an old video. Xbox won the month of June. I saw this tweet and I didn't even think about it. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. I forgot because when Sony exclusives come out, you automatically forget that it came out. That's the reason why the sales are so poor. But the guy was like, yo, this is Xbox One, the month of June. And this is the same month that Ratchet and Clank came out. According to the gaming media, the greatest video game ever created. I was like, damn. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Horizon. A lot of people are getting their hands on the Halo beta. Halo's coming. Microsoft has said Xbox Series X are the company's fastest selling console ever. And that Xbox Game Pass is growing rapidly. Very good. Very good. Xbox hardware revenue grew 172% year over year. Very good. Gaming revenue increased 11%. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good, Microsoft. Very good. Microsoft's doing their thing. And I truly believe that this is it. This is the game. Flight Simulator is the game that's really going to kick things off. There's a reason why you buy a console, you know? With Sony, it's bots and hackers and scalpers. I understand that. But it's a reason why you run out there and you buy the Nintendo Switches in bulk. You buy the Xbox Series X's and S's. And it's always because of that game. When you turn on your Nintendo Switch for the first time, you go out to buy, I'm going to get the Nintendo Switch and I'm going to get that game to play with it. When I get my Xbox Series X and I get my game that I want to play, that's the game I'm going to play. But the beauty of the Xbox and the Xbox Series S is that gosh darn Game Pass, and especially when winter comes, and winter is coming, they're going to have a Flight Simulator. They're going to be able to get access to Forza. They're going to be able to get access to Halo. And this is all in 2021. Sony, I hope bragging about that 10 million was worth it. I hope bragging and lying and look at this, guys. Look at this. See, Sony does this. I told you guys to look out for Sony when they do things like this. They like to lie. Fastest selling, the greatest, the fastest selling. And then you look at the sales as a whole and you go, wait a minute, this ain't adding up. Look at Destruction Derby All Stars. Pause on destruction from behind the wheel or on foot in the global phenomenon. They called Destruction. First, they said Returnal was the mega hit. With mega hits like Returnal, and it only did 500,000 copies since launch. And you have a user base of over 10 million. Reckon 25% is not there, but still very, very poor. They're calling Destruction Derby All-Stars a global phenomenon. What is wrong with this company? The thing about Sony, man, is they are the gift that just keeps on giving. Every single week, these guys are just, they're just supreme weirdos over there. I see nothing but doom and gloom in Sony's future, man. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Not looking good whatsoever. And these Spider-Man Miles Morales sales are disturbing for me because I remember we in the first month, we did a video and it only did 500,000 copies, the same as Returnal. All of a sudden, this shot up to 4.5.6 million. That never happens with Sony exclusives. These numbers ain't right. They ain't adding up. 4.1 million in 1 month. And then it shot up to 6.5 million in 8 months. Nah, Sony exclusives don't have legs like that. They don't have money legs for that when it pertains to sales. No, they don't. You barely even know who these freaking characters. I mean, you know, Spider-Man is a known character, a very popular character. So, you know, but nah, I just don't believe it, man. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. Sony doesn't have legs. Their characters don't have legs. Sony's running some type of trivia questions on their page, knowing that we don't know the answers. Why would they come out some type of quiz like this, confusing us like this? Think you can name every iconic character? No, I can't name these characters. Who are they? You look at this shirt, you're walking around town wearing this stupid shirt, looking like a jackass. People are going to be like, who the hell, what is that crap on your shirt? You're going to be looking like a freaking idiot around your buddies, around your friends. Reckon you guys don't display your gamer in public. So I don't see any of you weirdos actually wearing this. You guys have a problem with playing your Nintendo Switch and your Steam Deck in public. So I don't see anybody walking around with a Little Big Planet t-shirt. Who the hell are these characters? You walk out in public, you can just have the Mario M. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Yo, Mario, dude. Yeah, you know, you walk out in public, people are going to be like, what in the hell? Is he what is that? What is that on your shirt? People are going to be like, what is that? What type of that shirt is? What is that? Huh? Oh, these are PlayStation characters? What game is I never even... The hell is wrong with Sony coming up with these hard-ass questions? Man, you can name every iconic. Iconic? Who's iconic on this shirt? I have no idea who these characters are. Let me look. I'm being this. I am not trolling right now. I can't name one character. I have no idea who they are. Who are these people? Okay, I think that's Little Big Planet to the right. I think. I could be Knack for all I know. I don't know. Is Knack on this shirt? Iconic. Are you kidding me? How can these characters be iconic? Guys, hear me out. Is that Goku with the yellow? Yeah. Wait, somebody said Snake? That's not Snake. Wait a minute. I was about to move on. But somebody said Snake. Where's Snake at? Hold on. I don't see Snake. Even y'all don't even know the character. Somebody tried to prove us wrong, right? Don't you? I see Snake. I don't even see Snake. Where is he? Iconic characters. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is what's really going to crack you up. You see, yeah, people don't even think they see people who they think they see. One guy said he's naming characters that are not even Sony exclusives. Look at this. Now, this is what I want you guys to really pay attention to. Look at this. Wow. Check this out. Look at these sales. This is the console that did well, over 100 million units. And I've been saying on this channel that the PlayStation 4 game sales sold, like the console only did 50 million. I wonder how many they were able to see, how many people were using. They were able to see the 25% of people were able to play the PlayStation 5 or have real people who own the PlayStation 5. 25% out of that 10 million were not being used. I want somebody to do that with the PlayStation 4. We already found 2 warehouses. One warehouse was full of PS5 games, exclusives. And the other warehouse that we found, they were running some type of cryptocurrency scam. And it was just PlayStation 4s stacked up on top of each other. It was weird. But look at these sales, guys. Look at these sales. Look. Please look. How do I highlight this? Look at this, guys. Look at this. And these aren't even in the top 5. Okay, Uncharted's there. Uncharted's there, but even the Uncharted numbers aren't true. I remember they were bundling Uncharted with PlayStations, and they were counting the Uncharted sales to go with those PlayStations. But whatever, I'll give you that. You 16 million. All right, that's what you want. You want to have it? You got it. 16 mil. 16 mil for Uncharted 4. There you go. You got it. But I mean, I'm even looking at the multi-plats, and I'm concerned. Look at Grand Theft Auto's only at 20 mil. I thought Grand Theft Auto was like, I guess these are the sales combined with I guess the PlayStation 4, the Xbox, and I'm guessing, I don't even know if it was on the PC. On the PC, you got accounts that did well over 100 million units. 20 million for Grand Theft Auto 5. Uncharted 4, 100 million units. Now I want you to think, 100 million units. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, 16 million. Bundled with PlayStations. Not only that, the game was $10. Call of Duty, 15 million. Red Dead Redemption, 14 million. Call of Duty, World War, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, 13 million. Wait, what? No, Spider-Man, regular Spider-Man, 13 million. God of War, 12 million. These are all games that I saw for $10. Especially God of War. FIFA, 11. Witcher, 10. Horizon, 10. The Last of Us. This is the top 10. 10 mil. The Last of Us remastered. You go past the top 10, it gets even more scarier. Gran Turismo, 8. Ghost of Tsushima, 6. Infamous, 6. Final Fantasy 7, 5. Monster Hunter World. I thought Monster Hunter World did better than that. 4.6 million. The Last of Us 2. of Us 2 did 4 mil. That's us. We did that. We did that. We stopped them right at their tracks. They tried to play that game with us. We stopped them. 4 mil. I thought the sales for whatchamacallit was pathetic. They were bragging about the Ghost of Tsushima. Is it Ghost? No, not Ghost of Tsushima. It was the other game. Where's that game? Is it on the list? That whatchamacallit made. It's not even on here. Oh my god. Oh no, they didn't even put it on the list. What's that game? Days Gone? No, not Days Gone. Death Stranding? Is that what it's called? With Kojima? That did 5 mil. They didn't put it on the list. How the hell did Infamous Second Son do 6 mil? That's actually high. That game's garbage. Persona, 3 mil, $10. These are all $10 games. $10. All these games went down to $10. Bloodborne was free. Drive Club, Knack, $10, $10, $10, $10. All these games went down to $10. Let me go to the chat room real quick. Transparency was a time exclusive, only sold 2.5 million. Yeah, 4 million copies. What a flop. I'm telling you, it is. Bloodborne is the best damn game that they got. I understand that, but let's not make Bloodborne the greatest game of all time. Let's slow down, guys. You guys love to pull the Bloodborne card. And in my opinion, Nintendo Switch has 50 Bloodborns compared to Sony's 1. Safe to say, Sony ponies don't be buying games. Zealous, what's going on, buddy? This whole list is mediocre. Yes. Yes. In my opinion, now if the console only did 50 million and they did those units, I would be like, oh my God, that's great. Even the multi-plats is disturbing when you have a console that's over 100 million, 100 something million units. I'm sorry. And especially today, there's no excuses today. We are more, I can see if this is back in the PlayStation 1 era where you really don't have that type of information when it pertains to video games. You kind of, back in the day, you just kind of went and looked at the cover and you grabbed it and you said, this looks cool. That's what I did with Xenogears for the PlayStation 1. I said, this looks cool. I got it and brought it home and it was the greatest game I ever played in my entire life. You know, for Chrono Cross, didn't know much about it. Grabbed it, played it, great, all that. Even those games sold better. Now we are more connected. Every day you're hearing a Sony fanboy coming out and saying how great this game is, and it didn't even come out yet. And oh, we got this game, and we got that game, we got this game, and we got that game, and we got this game, and we got that game. And then when you look at the numbers, you go, man, that doesn't look too good. Even in my, and this was the, I left the, if you go to my channel, hold on. Let's see, hold on, guys. Even if you go to my channel and you go to my community section, I put up a poll. Hold on. I put up a poll here. And I was asking, why are game sales in the PlayStation so freaking poor? Especially with such a passionate fan base on social media and the high console sales on the PlayStation 4. These games are selling a console that sold 20 million, not over 100 million. Something is seriously not adding up, right? And then I put this here and I was showing the numbers and showing the numbers. Here it is. Boom. Monster Hunter World, 4 million. Last of Us, 4 million. Detroit, Persona 5. All games that went below $10. Something we've never seen before on any other console, right? And it's still doing abysmal numbers. People are still not buying these games, right? Now check this out. We got people, they're buying the console off of fake hype. Zayless, well, since it's called the Stale Station. Sly, somebody tried to tell me the other day that Persona 5 did 5 million, and that was a good thing. No, it's not. Especially from all the after Bloodborne, they like to bring up Persona, but nobody was behind Persona but me before it came out, because it's all false advertisement. The big U. Somebody's here. Those numbers are horrible for smaller tier exclusives. Those numbers aren't horrible for smaller tier exclusives. Yes, they are, especially if you have a console that's well over 100 units. And now with the internet, they were more connected to gaming more than ever. And Sony fanboys dominate YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Grindr, all those accounts. And all day we hear how great the PlayStation is because of the exclusives. And yet you only have 4 million. Nintendo has any numbers of exclusives that sell in the same range. Nintendo only has the Wii, or the Wii, and I don't even know, does Nintendo have a console that sold over 150 million units? The Wii. And I think, I don't even think the Super Nintendo did that much numbers. For example, Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem just now started getting popular. It did. Fire Emblem was never an extremely popular title. It just got popular now with Fire Emblem Awakening. That was the game that was going to be the last Fire Emblem game that they would ever make, because they were not able to connect with gamers. But they did Fire Emblem Awakening. They were able to add a couple of female characters that were scantily clad, and it really garnered the attention of a lot of people. And that title was able to take off and do extremely good numbers on the 3DS. They came out with a couple of other titles after that, and due to censorship and things of that such, that with our titles compared to Nintendo titles, it didn't do as good as Awakening, but it still did pretty good. Now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is a game that a lot of people were able to get behind because of the promotion of Nintendo, and not only that, the word of mouth and how positive it was for Fire Emblem. So a lot of people picked up Fire Emblem. So yes, if you were to go back and look at the older Fire Emblem titles and the sales numbers, yes, they're going to be poor because Fire Emblem was not a popular franchise. Persona goes back even further with Persona 3. That's when their awakening has started. And the sales numbers are still poor. And yet you hear the Persona fan base more than you hear the Fire Emblem fan base. But still, 150 million units. I don't think any console that Fire Emblem was on did that good. But I want to see another comment. Somebody said a comment. Most of the games on the PS4, PS5 games that were shown here are ASS. Wow. Bloodborne, all that. Persona 5 is ASS. Oh, here it is. You know why? It's because Sony is a variety platform. The reason these numbers are so poor is because Sony is a variety platform. That is something that I've been hearing for years now. Now, I'll give you that with the PlayStation 1. But after that, I'm going to have to say I disagree. I'm going to have to say I disagree. Because when I look at what people are buying, it's not a variety platform. Now, on the PlayStation 1, I can give you that. There was JRPGs, there was sports games, there was this, there was that. There was all types of games on the PlayStation 1 that they threw out there, and we bought, and we bought, and we bought. We bought well. Go back and look at those game number sales. They look way better than the PlayStation 4 sales. But according to this guy, there's just so much variety on the PlayStation. This is the reason why it didn't sell well. I guess he's trying to imply that Nintendo doesn't have variety. Every single game that you're playing is all the same thing. But please, I need you guys to check this out. Mr. Variety. Mr. PlayStation has so much variety. Variety, 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 right? Check this out, guys. You ask somebody today, what were your favorite PlayStation 2 games? Everybody says the same damn game. NBA Streets Volume 2. What else? Fight Night, Def Jam, Fight for New York. Some type of obscure Dragon Ball Z game. Kingdom Hearts, Grand Theft Auto. PlayStation 3 is a variety platform. And you can't even think of the damn games that came out for the PlayStation 3. PlayStation 4 is a variety platform. The hell did you guys buy? And look at this. Look at all this variety, right? I want you guys to look at this. Let's go to the top 10. The top 10 represents what majority of the people want, right? This is showing its true variety, right? Look at this. Action adventure, first-person shooter, action adventure, first-person shooter, action adventure, sports, action role-playing, action adventure, action adventure, / survival horror. Action adventure. One first-person shooter, one sports game, action. Really showing the true variety. Let's go past 10. First-person shooter, typical. Another sports game, action adventure, adventure, role-playing for Persona 5, Crash Bandicoot, platformer. Action adventure, a racing game. Action adventure, platformer, action adventure. So much variety, right? The PlayStation just has so much variety. That's the reason why the games are selling, because people are just over here. They're over here playing this game, we're playing that game, we're playing this game. We're just so different over here. Check this out, guys. Now, this is going to blow your mother flipping lids off. Action adventure, right? Check this out, guys. Now Pandora's box is about to get open, and I hope you guys are ready. List of best-selling Nintendo Switch games. Nintendo Switch is currently sitting at less than half of the user base that PlayStation has. Less than half. I think, to be fair, what is Nintendo sitting at? 50 million? What is Nintendo sitting at right now to be objective? Does anybody know where Nintendo's sitting at currently? Let's get a number. What you guys got? What y'all got? Action adventure. What you got? Listen, I know Zalis. I know. Yeah, PlayStation has a variety of trash. I know. 90 mil? What is it sitting at? Nearly 90 million? 85 mil? 94 million? Guys, I need a set number, guys. Almost 100 mil. I need a set number, guys. Hold on. Let me see. Let me just do the research because we got too many numbers and I need one solid number to know what the real number is. Nintendo Switch sales. If it's already sitting at 90 million, that's pretty incredible. Okay, 84 million. I don't know where people got the 90 plus million from. It's pretty good, Nintendo. Very good. Now, with that being said, list of best-selling Nintendo Switch games. And remember, PlayStation's highest-selling game is the most popular game, and that is Grand Theft Auto at 20 million. At a youth council that is well doing over 150 million units. Now look at this. It's number one game. I'll just give you number one. Let's give you number one. Damn it. What the hell? I just went to porn or something. What is that? God damn it. I made a goof. Number one, 35 mil. 36 million. Wow, right there. Right there. Right there. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. A Wii U port. A Wii U port was able to outsell Grand Theft Auto by a mile. Number two is Animal Crossing. Number three is Super Smash Brothers. 23 million. We're at number three and we're already still past PlayStation and their fans. Animal Crossing, 32 mil. Super Smash Brothers, 23 mil. We're at number 4 now. Still past PlayStation. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild at 22.28 million. We're still past PlayStation with Pokemon Sword and Shields at number 5 at 21 million. We're still past PlayStation at number 6 with Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Party. Oh my God. What the hell? When did Super Mario Party sell so many copies? At 14 million. Number 7. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. 13 million. Splatoon, 12 million. Yeah, but those are older IPs. Splatoon, a brand new IP. 12 million. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, 10 million. Ring Fit Adventure, 10 million. Luigi Mansions, 10 million. Super Mario 3D R-Star, 9 million. Super Mario Maker 2, 7 million. Monster Hunter Rise did 7 million. And on the PlayStation, it only did 4 million in Monster Hunter World. Yeah, but your third-party titles don't sell. Why don't your third-party titles sell? And Monster Hunter Rise destroyed PlayStation with Monster Hunter World. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, 3 million. Among Us, 3 million. 1, 2, 3, 6, 3 million. And here's the catch. Not just that we have half of the user base of the PlayStation 4. The catch is that none of these games drop down to $10. Let me say that one more time. None of these games dropped down to $10. God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Uncharted 4, Knack, The Last of Us Remastered, Remake, The Last of Us 2 is currently permanently discounted. Final Fantasy VII is being discounted currently right now, $29.99. All of these games on the PlayStation are currently, but you can go on the PlayStation Store right now. You can gobble up all these games for literally $5. Bloodborne, $10, free. And every single one of these games on this list, we've never seen a discount. Never. They've been selling these games at full price. Nintendo, all right, guys, we're having a sale, guys. It's very random. They do the rare. Sony, they have it every 5 days. But with Nintendo, it's so freaking rare. Yo, and I can understand why they're having the sale too. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, it's President's Day. Go down there, right? For Sony, okay, it's 80 degrees outside. Now we're you'd be like, what? It's the 80-degree weather sale. Please buy our games, please. And people still don't buy it. So Sony was able to do all those numbers with games that dropped down to as low as $10, some even $5. And every single one of these games, people had paid at full price. And even when they give you a sale, you go and you run and you check, and you be like, that's not a sale. Oh, well, I might as well get it. Imagine, I see, this is way off course, but I saw Octopath Travelers did 1.5 million. Very good, very exciting, very confident in those numbers. Xenoblade Chronicles, very good. 2 million for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Mario Rabbids, 2 million. Very good. But Octopath doing the 1.5 million makes me happy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not an extremely taxing or a very expensive game to make. The game was what it was. This is on the Nintendo Switch, and hopefully it did more numbers on the PC and Xbox as well. But imagine if Octopath Travelers came out on the PlayStation. That would have did like 500K. Luckily, it came out on the PlayStation where it can get more recognition. But let's go back to our variety, like everybody was saying. There was just so much variety on the PlayStation. That's the reason why people aren't buying the games. And yet we literally went through the top 100 and everything was action adventure, action adventure, action adventure, action adventure, action adventure, sports, action adventure, action adventure, action adventure, first person shooter, action adventure, action adventure, action adventure, action adventure, right? When we look at the not the Halo, we look at the Horizons, they look exactly the same as Ghost of Tsushima. The Ghost of Tsushima looks exactly like God of War. God of War looks exactly like The Last of Us 2, Last of Us 1. And yet there's just so much variety. That's the reason why the games weren't selling, is because of the variety. There's just too many games to pick from. Now I'm going to debunk that. I'm going to debunk that with Nintendo, the true leader in variety. Look at this. Kart racing, social simulation, fighting, action adventure, role-playing, platforming, party, role-playing, third-person, platforming. Xer game. I don't know what Xer game. Oh, exercise game. Exercise game. Exercise game did 10 million. Imagine if Sony came out with an exercise game. 2. Look at this. Hack and slash, party, tabletop, role-playing, sports, board game. Yeah. Tactical role-playing game. Sandbox survival, real-time strategy puzzler, tactical role-playing game, action role gaming, platforming, action role-playing game, construction kit, roguelike, fighting, bullet hell shooter, exercise game, sorry, rhythm game, stealth. That's variety, my friend. You saw titles up there that were able to go well past 1 million, and you didn't even know it was you never even heard of that genre before. No excuses. Your fan base is pathetic. All right, guys. I've been here too long, man. I enjoyed my conversation I had with you guys today. I felt like it was very much needed. And I hope you guys are paying attention to everything I'm saying. 2 weeks ago, I was a troll. I wonder what I am now. Let me see what's up to my peoples. I still love Mario Kart. Yeah. Xbox and GameCube both had more variety than the PlayStation 2, of course. Because the games I played on the PlayStation 2, I was playing the same garbage everybody else was playing. There was no variety there. I haven't met not one person that just came out of the blue and was like, man, I was playing Steambot Chronicles, man. And that was, you know what I mean? There wasn't nobody playing Persona 3 and 4 and everybody was playing the same garbage. Yeah. Yes, all those games are fun. It's the reason why they sell. The Nostradamus of gaming. Cool. All right, no doubt. This is the definition of variety. Yeah. I hope you guys are paying attention, man. We will not allow Sony to lie to us anymore. We will not allow and we also not going to allow what do I call them? The victim squad. Harley Quinn and Deadshot. We're not going to allow them to trick us either. It's 2021, man. You're going to have to earn our buck. For those of you planning on buying PlayStation 5s, good luck. I don't mean good luck as in good luck finding one. I mean good luck as trying to find some enjoyment out of that piece of crap garbage. You mean even if Horizon wasn't delayed, even if God of War wasn't delayed, who cares? Who cares? Bargain bin cloggers. The only difference is if you would buy the game at day one, and if I was able to decide buy a PlayStation 5, I would buy the game and get it for $10, something you could never do on the Nintendo Switch. If you were able to buy the Nintendo Switch right now, you would still need to pay $59.99 for Zelda Breath of the Wild for hard-earned cash, and guess what? You would pay for it. If you bought a PlayStation 5 5 years after the release date, there is no way in hell you're going to buy Returnal and Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, it's dead. It's a dead product. It's a corpse. The PlayStation brand is dead. It's garbage. They're not making anything for us to get excited for playing, guys. I would be totally behind the PlayStation brand if this was something to get excited for. Well, what is it to get excited for? When I think about my favorite consoles of all time, I think about what they were able to bring and offer me. I'm not just going to be buying PlayStation just for the PlayStation name no more. I did that already with the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4. I actually bought the PlayStation 3 to play Final Fantasy 13. That was garbage. And when I look back, I go, I made the biggest mistake of my life buying this garbage. I bought the PlayStation 4 because I wanted to play Bloodborne and Dragon Ball Xenoverse. And I fell into the media trap of them trying to demonize the Xbox so that the PlayStation wouldn't go out of business. I fell for it. I'm not going to fall for it this time. Microsoft is doing everything within their power to make me say, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready for this. This is the true next gen experience over here. And I'm ready. And I know as soon as I get it, I'm going to be like, wow, yes. I know when I get a PlayStation 5, I'm just going to be doing the same crap garbage that I was doing on the PlayStation 4. And that is not even playing it. I don't play my PlayStation 4 whatsoever. It's a dust collector. And this isn't even, I'm not even like trolling. This is facts. When I get my Xbox though, I'm going to be like, yo, all right, cool. I'm going to be trying out the new next generation features when it pertains to the quick resume, jumping from one game and out another game. I know all these things are going to be very wanted and very needed. And it really adds to that newness, that experience. Like, yeah, this is cool. All right, yeah. And it's gonna put memories in my head. And like, I remember the first time I was playing the Xbox Series X, and I was able to do all these new features, diving into my Game Pass, getting access to hundreds of games for $9.99, doing the quick resume and jumping in and out of games, playing my backwards compatibility games, and they're uprise and upgraded for the next generation. And I don't they don't have to resell me the game through some type of director's cut. And making minor tweaks here and there. And the director doesn't even want it because it's like, why are you making a director's cut? I didn't ask for this garbage. Could you imagine buying the PlayStation 5 to get the true next-gen experience, and the next-gen experience is Returnal, Ratchet and Clank, Bug Snatch, and then playing PlayStation 4 games that only came out a year ago, and then slap director's cut on it, and then charging you $70. Could you imagine? Could you imagine somebody that stupid? The Son of Senate boys have been kind of quiet lately. Are they hiding or something? They've taken up hobbies all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Now they're telling us we need to get outside, man. You know, get off the video games, man, and go enjoy your life, man. Right? They get real quiet when things ain't looking good. They be having weekly scheduled podcasts, and they be canceling the week. Hey guys, I ain't gonna make it this week, man. I'm gonna be skydiving. Now they're outside. I'm not going out there. I'm going on Flight Simulator, baby. And I'm going to go outside through a video game. Yeah. Now they're watching the Olympics. Oh, yeah. Simone. What's her name? Simone Sanders, whatever. Simone. Is that her name? Simone Biles or Simone's? What's her name, guys? She quitted on her team. And everybody was all mad. I don't have a problem with you quitting. Yeah, they're watching the Olympics. They're skydiving, right? They're focused on their getting ready for the NBA season. Hey, did you see LeBron got Westbrook? Yeah. These dudes don't want none of that smoke. All of that energy and heat that they had it's gone. The magic is gone over there at PlayStation, guys. Simone Biles, yeah. He's started watching VTubers. Yeah. Catching up on their YouTube backlog. Simone Biles, yeah, she quit. I knew they were going to do something with Simone Biles in this year's Olympics. I don't think she was ready. I think they deliberately put her out there to run an agenda. She's getting older. She didn't look ready to me. She didn't look focused. But I knew they was going to do an agenda with her because they deliberately wanted to show. I was watching television, and they deliberately wanted to show that she had some type of goat on the back of her Olympics outfit, you know? And the media is going, yeah, Simone Styles is labeling herself the GOAT, the greatest of all time. But when I saw it, and for those of us who have sight beyond sight, and those of us who were gifted, when I saw that GOAT, I said, oh no, that's not GOAT to represent being the greatest of all time. I saw that GOAT and I said, oh my God, they're showing this on national television? They're showing Baphomet? They were showing us like, yo. And that's when I already knew there was going to be, this is before everything popped off. And I said, something's going to happen with this girl by showing that she's going to do something. And best and believe, something happened. I was like, dang, she got a Baphomet on the back of her freaking uniform. The media's going, oh my God, she's the GOAT. But listen, man, women, ladies, you're playing a dirty game. You're playing a dirty game. A lot of you women, the media is allowing you to feel like you're empowered, but you're being fattened up for the slaughter. Trust me. You're being fattened up for the slaughter. I know it's not all women. But for those of you who want to play that game, I'm telling you, I told my sister like this the other day. I said, with great power comes responsibility. You know, a lot of women, they want to be treated like women, but then they want to be treated like men as well, because they feel like being a man would be a lot more easier. They feel like being a man is where true power comes from and things of that such. No, it's a responsibility that men have. A man has to basically sacrifice himself. And I don't know any woman that's going to, unless it's her own child, that's going to be willing to make the sacrifices. And Simone Biles has to understand that, hey, if you walk off on your team, you cannot have the title of GOAT. I don't give a damn what you can do in the air, how you can land. And if you want to quit, I'm cool with it too. Quit. But you can't have that title as GOAT. We cannot sit here and then we're sitting here talking about who the greatest of all time is, and you cannot bring up your name because you quit. What makes Michael Jordan the greats? Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, Babe Ruth, all these guys were able to rise under the pressure, and that's the reason why we call them the greatest. It's not because they're men. It's because they were able to make that sacrifice as a man is supposed to do. As a woman will tell you, you need to step up, you need to man up. So you're giving up two conflicting messages. But women, you're going to have a lot of power. The power is in your court now. But I think you will quickly give away that power once things start to get real hot. And trust me, things are about to get hot. Kobe, yeah. Jordan quit after his father died. Well, he didn't quit mid-game. He didn't quit on his team when they needed him in the middle of the game. I saw that debate come up that, Jordan had quit when his father died. And he didn't necessarily quit. He went to go play another sport. His father had passed away and he wanted to live out that dream that he wanted. He had it more of he liked it baseball more than basketball, but he's such the ultimate competitor that he's like us, like gamers play games, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't really necessarily consider that quitting. Michael Jordan showed up and he rose to the occasion each and every single time. Never giving up on himself, on his team. He pushed his team to be the best. And that's, in my opinion, why I would consider Michael Jordan. I might not agree with his politics. I might not agree with his lifestyle. But he's the Osiris. He's the ultimate athlete. Him, Muhammad Ali, those guys never quit, man. They never quit. And that's the reason why we can give them the true GOAT title. Not because they're a woman. Jordan never quit, not once. Exactly. And none of you guys quit. None of you quit. Work hard. Make the sacrifices, because that's what men have to do. Women, I'm telling you, you're playing a dirty game. You're letting these people rile you up, put a battery in your back. And I'm telling you, with great power comes great responsibility. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by.